everyone. Welcome, Planeswalkers, to another episode of the Hive Mind. My name is John, aka the Orzhov Dunn, known in some circles, not this kind of circles you'd probably want to be found in. But I digress. Today I am joined by extremely special guests, all the way from our friends up north in Canada. We have Ed, Steve, and Travis from BrainPulpTV. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank you for having us.
Hey, man, this is exciting. Kind of a beer for dinner kind of edition of the Hive Mind. We are consenting adults, so we're going to partake a little bit.
So last time I checked.
What are you guys drinking?
Sleeman's Honey Brown.
Sleeman's Honey Brown.
It's a Canadian beer.
Okay.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's even got a maple leaf and a beaver on it, which makes it about as Canadian as humanly possible. So.
Because that's all that's in Canada, right? As far I live in a casino. That's what everyone thinks of Vegas. And so you guys just have beavers and maple leaves.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Yes.
And hockey sticks.
And you can't forget that. Great maple syrup.
Yes.
Excellent. So guys, I'm just going to you guys are an amazing YouTube channel, the BrainPulpTV. You guys got a array of different shows on there. So tell me about kind of the origin story of BrainPulpTV.
Well, we'd always wanted to do YouTube together, and we could never really agree on what to do. There was always, top 10 lists of movies or something, or gaming was always obviously a popular choice because we're big into gaming. And then Ed would always go over to my place and bring Zombies, or Zombicide, which is a very complicated game to set up. So after a while, we decided maybe we'd switch to Magic.
Yeah, something that we could play and not lose interest in after the first couple beers just by setting it up. So
Nice.
We played Zombicides like once or twice because 9-10 p.m. would roll around and it's like, yeah, we're not playing that tonight, are we? It's like,
no, we just focus on the drinking. So with Magic, we're able to focus on the game first and then the drinking secondary. So
nice.
We've always been looking for a project to do together.
Yeah.
Excellent.
And it took a long time actually though to finally get going, but I think we took our time getting where we wanted to be before we started launching and everything. So
yeah. And like when we first started the channel, we were sort of going to be focusing on a variety of different gaming and stuff, and now we're pretty much narrowing in more and more on just Magic right now.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. And I know exactly what you guys are talking about. You guys already seem like you have great chemistry on camera, like you guys have been friends forever. That's kind of how my channel started. I reconnected with the best friend, and it's just kind of been it's been great. If nothing else happens, you just get that cool time to work on a project together.
Yeah. Well, actually, we that's all editing. We really hate each other.
we're really good at editing though.
It takes a lot to get all three of us in the room, so this is kind of a special occasion. So
excellent, awesome. Well, thanks for doing it. Thanks for planeswalking in for me. I really appreciate it. So this is kind of the questions I ask all planeswalkers on the show. What is kind of your guys' introduction to Magic?
Who wants to start?
I'll start. I played Magic the Gathering in high school with some friends. It really wasn't a passion at that point. And it fell away with girlfriends in the end of school, and then we recently rekindled it with getting together and finding an excuse to get together, and I still had these old Magic cards, and I was surprised that I still had them, and now I'm expanding on that collection, and I think that's about it. I think that's where we are now. There was a long hiatus for me, but
we dove back in with the M15 toolkit.
Yes.
Which, when we first got back to it, it was like, this is awesome, there's packs, and look at all these cards, and then, for a while, it was the best thing ever, and 1 year later, we got the deck builder toolkit for Origin, and it was like, what's with this?
We moved beyond, yeah.
Yeah, we're beyond toolkits at that point.
Oh, yeah. Toolkits for scrubs at this point, right?
Yeah.
He has a longer history, though.
I played starting in Unlimited. I bought one of the starter decks.
Wow.
With a couple friends, and I was the only one I knew that still enjoyed Magic. So I ended up quitting just because I had no one to play with, which sounds really sad, but it's not quite sad.
I'm sure a lot of people. Yeah, that's the number one reason is everyone else kind of got out of it. So.
Yeah. And then around 7th edition, I picked it back up again, right around the time the Magic Online first started. And it really hasn't gotten much better, but a little bit better, but not super better. But I played for a while then on Magic Online because you could just pretty much play a game anytime you wanted. And then I played up to Mirrodin, quit again, and then started again with these guys around M15. So
excellent. So what about any kind of competitive play history between the three of you?
Pre-releases.
Yeah, we did a couple of pre-releases. Yeah,
I did one. I did Aether release was my first ever actual structured event, period. And it had all been kitchen table based Magic till then.
Yeah.
And I played one back during Mirrodin, but nothing like the Pro Tour or anything like that, or going, trying to go for the Pro Tour.
Yeah.
Maybe we've talked about doing a video where we tried to do like just like a GP or something like that, but nothing super competitive.
We're afraid of new people. Or I am.
No. See, every time we would get ready to go to a Friday Night Magic or something like that, we'd always find an excuse kind of thing. And then this past summer, we sat down and we were going to do it. We were at a bar, and at one point we're like, yeah, or we can just go back to my place and just play in the basement. And it died as soon as it got going, kind of thing. But
this year we've started off good because we've already done one pre-release. We're planning on doing this pre-release coming out.
I'm locked in mentally for Amonkhet.
Amonkhet. Yeah. Nice.
Psyched.
In there like swimwear.
Nice. Well, it's like you could tell by watching like episodes of the Mana Cave that you guys definitely know your stuff. Like you guys know what you're doing. You're coming off very competently on the channel. You guys are having a ton of fun, but you are making the correct plays and stuff, which is a lot of fun to watch.
Sometimes, yeah. Editing. Once again, if we make a mistake, there's usually someone in the comment section who will point it out to us immediately.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
But we have made mistakes in the past.
There was a big one when I basically took an extra turn. It was early on. I was playing Steve, and then I can't remember if I attacked or whatever, and then just untapped after combat and did another turn.
Yeah, he did a sneaky time walk cheat.
Yeah.
And I played a sorcery as an instant one time, and that was mentioned in the comments almost immediately after the video was released.
Of course. Yes, Magic players will definitely let you know when you're not 100% correct on everything. It's like, oh my god, you played that creature first main phase? Oh, you idiot! But I digress. It's still a great game. We still love to do it, and especially.
And we love the comments. It's not like we are unhappy with the comments.
It's
just
they're helpful.
Like I do Magic Online Let's Plays, and it's great to get feedback. At the same time, it can be really kind of a blow to your ego to hear just how badly you played a game that you thought you played quite well. So
right, yeah. Well, it takes a brave person to kind of, Magic's such kind of a cerebral game. No pun intended with the channel, but kind of a cerebral game, anyways. And to put yourself out there and to try to keep it in line and play correctly while you're kind of commentating. Even the highest of pro levels have a hard time with that, so I wouldn't feel too bad. So you guys blend like a lot of humor into your videos. So who comes up with all the jokes? Who's the funny man?
Travis will actually, and correct me if I'm wrong. I know for a fact he will prep jokes in his head, but not tell us, and then he will shape a conversation so he can tell this joke. There was one about the pre-release.
Nice.
Where, what was it? It's like, sometimes...
No, I asked you, did you pre-release for the Shadows of Innistrad?
Yeah. And I said no.
And I said, well, I was... Oh.
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Yeah, no, it was... sometimes I pre-release. My wife gets mad, but I usually make it up to her next time. And then I went right to play, which was like the third time I played this
and you're playing him and it hits you. It's like, how long ago did you think of that? Were you holding on to it for the Mana Cave? So yeah. And he'll also bring props, and he'll tape props to the bottom of the table.
They're not taped, they're wedged in the leg or something.
And then he'll bring out like a magic wand in the middle of the game or something. So
nice.
So yeah, Travis is more the...
I don't think they've ever helped me, but magic wand anyway. Definitely not the jokes. It's something a little weird with our channel that we don't take it too seriously. We can't, because we're just not that good. I worry sometimes that may drive some people away. Like, again, there are some people that are very rule heavy with Magic and no tomfoolery.
And just on competitive play, really.
So I think that's why lately we're not a Pauper channel, but we've gotten a lot into Pauper because it seems a little funner in some ways. There's no Pauper World Tour someone's like prepping for.
It's a casual format. I think we play to a lot of people who, especially people who are just sort of starting out in Magic, because like Stan Lee, the comic legend, has a philosophy where every comic is someone's first comic, and when we sort of went into doing the Mana Cave, I think we sort of had that mentality with every game of Magic is someone's first game of Magic. So that's why when we play, we'll read out the cards. We just learn not to do that when we're playing an actual pre-release. It really annoys your opponent if you start reading off every single card.
It's a hard hat to break, though. Like, play, and they're looking at you like, you doing?
Yeah, it's
like,
down. God, just play, man. Come on.
Stop slow rolling me, bro. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome though. It's very important. Like you said, it's someone's first game, and you're someone's first kind of introduction to it. So that's good that someone's catering to that kind of a player. That's excellent. So not everyone could be like, some kind of rules lawyer. There are those videos out there that you could just go, and if you want to see just pro high level play, there's that. But then if you want to have fun, you want to have some laughs, and you want some kind of teaching, these are your guys. So that's very important. Oh yeah, no problem. So what's your guys' favorite format? You mentioned Pauper a little bit and Kitchen Table. So just from each of you, what do you think your favorite Magic format is?
The format that costs the least.
It can be a pricey habit, Magic. I think that segued into our love of Pauper was like, it was getting expensive.
Yeah, because we would try to come up with new decks each match. Yeah. So for me, I've really started to enjoy. I mean, we rarely get to play. We originally only played once a year, but I'm really starting to get into Commander. Nice. I'll watch like the Command Zone podcast and their new Game Nights series that they're doing, and I've just started to try to create my first from scratch Commander deck. And like with the cost though, I've been doing it slowly because creating a 100-card deck, which is like most of the time composed only of rares and mythics, can be quite expensive.
Sure.
But I really, really love that format. I love the challenge of it. I love how many different viable options there are for decks in that format. So that's probably the one that I'm falling in love with the most now, though Pauper is a very, very close second.
Actually, I saw you in the last video had the green Commander deck from 2014. We have the mono green with the...
the elf deck.
You got it right here?
He bought me that for Christmas 2 years ago, and I love that deck. That deck can go off. I attacked once with like 145 trample damage. It was insane because there were 10-10 with trample, and there were 10 elves that got plus 10 plus. It was insane.
I remember that. You butchered us.
Absolutely. That series of Commander decks, that green one and that red one with, I think the green one or the red one had Duretti, which was that super degenerate artifact goblin planeswalker. Those were so juiced, it was ridiculous. And once you buy one of those or that green one, I had like the makings of the blue-white elf guy, and I had the I'm just saying guy and girl and stuff like that. Sorry, Magic community. One of them was Nath. I think Nath was the discarding elf token. I'm drinking beer, guys. Give me a second. Usually more put together on the Hive Mind, folks, but no, but they are incredible. And that deck specifically, it had like all the pieces right out of the box, where you could go to I guess competitive Commander F&M, I guess if you could call that, although it's very casual. But some people with their Commander decks, I mean, really take that crap seriously.
Oh yeah, and some people have some serious money in their decks. Mm-hmm. Like they'll have not only just the cards themselves, but the fact that they'll foil them all out. But it's I have a hard time playing with a card that's worth more than $20. I'm worried about damaging it. So the idea of playing with my Force of Will in a Commander deck, even if it's double sleeved, kind of scares me, because my luck, the first time I shuffle it, I'll end up crushing it in half or something. So, but yeah, it's.
And that's the good thing about that. Again, the green one, I think that whole series was about $30, 35 Canadian or so, something like that. Yeah. And you can, it's got levels. There's different combos that can be done with it, and it was fun and competitive. I wish they did something like that with Pauper, where it's for $10, you can get a competitive. You can get a pauper deck already put together.
Yeah. The only thing that bothers me about the Commander product that they come out with, and this has nothing to do with Wizards themselves, is the fact that there's always the one deck which, before it even gets released for retail, ends up being jacked up double in price.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this last one was like Breed Lethality, which was the one initially I was like, oh, that looks like a really cool deck, but I'm not going to buy it if all the rest of them are staying at like 35 and that one's staying at like 70. Keep in mind, we're also talking in Canadian, so I think it's like $4 and $10 US or something. So.
Sure. But yeah, that's the one with the Traxa, right? The proliferate kind of commander, the crazy angel looking one.
Yeah, and it's. I mean, there's obviously a reason why it went up in price. I'm not sure exactly what cards it was in that deck that made it jump up in price, but there's always one. Like the mono ones, I think was the white one that initially jumped up, and now the black one is like ridiculously priced. So. Yeah,
the red one too, the Duretti one, I remember because it had like the dragon Wormcoil engine. Thank you, Wormcoil engine. They had those in there. They had a couple. That line was really juiced on all of them. And then that one before that, I think it was the black blue one, the Mind Sieve. That one had the True Name Nemesis in it and stuff like that. So yeah, it was insane. The Mana Cave is probably my favorite show on the channel for obvious reasons, but there are a lot of other shows on the BrainPulpTV. Can you guys tell me a little bit more about those?
Let's start.
I'm doing a Let's Play for the first time. I'm trying to do something with World of Warcraft, and I've always tried to shoehorn some RPGs into the channel a little bit.
He's the GM.
GM, yeah, that's me. But we're doing. We've tried like pack openings and deck techs and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I've been diving in the deck techs lately. I'm having a lot of fun with them. Not to go back to Pauper. Oh, it's not like I'm a Pauper machine. It's more forgiving, I think, to even propose a Pauper deck tech, because no one's going to be like, oh, that's not a tier 1 standard deck. Why you bothering, kind of thing. And I went back and watched my first deck tech. I've only done 5, and even my first one, I even seem so nervous when I'm talking. I don't think I made a single like joke, or I just like, these are the cards I'm playing.
Was that the standard one you did?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the Gruel Intentions. Nailed the name.
Nice.
But I was listening to the audio, and I'm like, I sound, not that I'm usually Johnny confident, but now when I kind of sounded a little more subdued than the last few, so I'm getting better and having a lot of fun with those.
But I think that's just a way of doing videos like this. I mean, like we actually filmed probably about 4 or 5 Mana Caves before we finally released one, because we would watch them back and either there'd be video or audio issues, or else it just didn't seem to be working, and then finally we released. Okay, I'm sort of the perfectionist of the group, right? So technically, I was the one that sort of lobbied to not release those early Mana Caves.
I'm glad you lobbied, though.
But looking back at it now, right? It makes
looking
sense.
back, some of the angles were so low, it was just like overly dramatic, because the camera's pointed up at you, and the lighting was different, and it's like, oh yeah, that's not it.
Yeah, I like camera angles that sort of point down because it hides the double chin.
Nice.
Yeah. And for the shows that I like doing, I really like doing Let's Plays. I would, if I had my way right now, I would do Let's Plays of a bunch of different games, but because we're just trying to drum up sort of notice for the channel, and Magic has been one of the things that we've been backing the most, I'm trying to limit it to Magic-related stuff, but if I had my way right now, I would just do Let's Plays on whatever game I'm playing that month. But unfortunately, you gain a certain audience, and sometimes the Magic players aren't interested in watching me play a new survival game or something that's out.
Right.
If we have time, we try to do stuff that's not Magic related, but otherwise we try to focus and get at least a few videos of Magic, something Magic out per week. So
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, and you can tell by my channel, it's kind of all over the place. I have like Magic, Walking Dead, this, that, and the other thing, but at this point, it's just a passion piece, right? It's whatever you guys have fun with, what brings you together, and that's how I feel.
Yeah, we actually have a Walking Dead. I found it discount in like Target when I was in the U.S. For like $2. It's a Walking Dead dice game.
Oh.
I really hope that one day we can play that on one of the Mana Caves, like sort of set the Magic aside and just play that and a few other board games we've been thinking of playing. But so it's the same sort of thing. We have. Like, these guys are really into Game of Thrones. Yeah. I enjoy the show, but I'm not into it as much as they are. So we all have sort of our own little interests. Like, what else would you guys be? doing videos on if you could.
I do want to get to videos of Game of Thrones, but like he said about doing other games too, it's tough because it sounds dumb, but one Mana Cave week doesn't seem almost enough sometimes for us to try to get other games in, because we had the setup where we've gotten that down for the most part. There's always room for improvement, but it's so much easier to just throw another game in there. But I'm a little hesitant because I don't want to interfere with the magic that is the Mana Cave.
Right, absolutely. All right, well, so we're at the point of the show right now where we're going to do the segment called Face the D20. I'm going to roll a D20, and we're going to kind of go over each number signifies a different non-magic related question that I want to ask each of you. Are you guys down?
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. So, first roll, we got a 5. Let's see here. Let me look at my trusty list. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Oh, Fight Club.
Ah, nice. Good pick. Good pick.
I'm not doing this because he said it, but it's a Fight Club.
Yeah.
Is it really?
It really is.
Okay, I changed mine to Matrix.
That is literally my number 2. Yeah, I could do anything. I think my David Fincher would be up there. So.
Absolutely.
This is going to sound goofy. It's either going to be John Wick or Pitch Perfect. That's not even a joke. That is like dead serious. I love
very serious.
I love both of those movies. So I'll listen to the soundtrack of Pitch Perfect when I'm working. And I'll play John Wick when I'm working as well too. It's a good movie. I don't care what you say. And it's one of the few ones where the sequel is also very, very, very good.
Nice.
And same thing with John Wick. Wow, those two have more in common than I thought.
What's yours?
No, that's awesome. I'll make a confession, and I am a pretty big movie buff. I have not seen either movie that Ed said.
You haven't seen John Wick?
I know, man.
Why do you hate yourself?
4 kids.
I was gonna say, you haven't seen Pitch Perfect? Come on.
Yeah, that one I have a wife. Yeah, I have no excuse for that. But favorite movie. Oh man, you nailed it with anything from David Fincher. I'm a huge Fincher fan. I love Seven, but I also like this one's kind of depressing. But I like Requiem for a Dream.
Wait, Seven was an uplifting movie? No, Requiem
for a Dream. Right, yeah.
Oh man, that movie made me so sad.
Yeah.
I recommend that too. And you're like,
everybody says.
It's a downer for sure, but it's like what you need to do is you have to watch it as a companion, or you watch Requiem for a Dream, then you watch Trainspotting, and it's the same kind of movie, but you feel better about your life afterwards.
There's that.
All right. I think we're going
Mana Cave too.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're going off track here, so let's roll the dice again. Number 1. Good. Mentor. Number 1 mentor. Professional.
Professional? Living or dead?
Any.
Jim Henson.
Nice. Great pick. Great pick. Kevin Smith. Nice. Fan of the show. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to go with an actual mentor that I have in real life. An artist named Lara D'Souza, who does the artwork for webcomic Looking for Group and Least I Could Do. I met him years and years ago when I was just starting to get back into art, and his artwork and just his presence as a friend and as a mentor has really sort of shaped my career. So.
Wow, that's excellent.
Just started with that. He's like a legit artist,
nice.
Legit artist.
A legit artist,
as opposed to a fake one.
Well, you work from home.
Yeah, that's nice. I get to wear my underwear to work, and that's
nice.
To wear.
Excellent.
Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream. You're doing. You figured it out better than the rest of us, then, because I can't seem to. All right, let's hit the dice one more time.
Okay.
Let's see. This is very, very entertainment oriented. This is favorite kind of music. We can narrow it down to favorite group or band, or just kind of genre in general.
Don't look at me first. I want to go last this time.
Dropkick Murphys.
Nice.
Favorite band, and I guess punk, Irish, Celtic, good drinking music.
Cheers to you, sir.
Genre.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm trying to think.
It's tough.
it's weird because I think I'm not a huge music fan, other than like Pitch Perfect. Sorry. I guess like not serious. Probably like Stephen Lynch, who's sort of like a musical comedian, and I guess Lonely Island. Like bands like that, where it's like they're good, they're talented musicians, but their main focus is on humor. So
awesome. You're gonna make me do my homework while I'm adding pictures to this thing.
I'm sorry. Let's start naming the most obscure things.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I couldn't find it.
I listen to so many different kinds of music. I'm very, very eclectic. I guess Rage Against the Machine. I'll go with Rage Against the Machine.
All right, nice. You can all tell we're around the same age.
What?
We won't discuss.
It's nice too because, and I really like the Magic community. So this isn't like a dig at anyone, but there's a lot of young people when we go to a pre-release.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like we walk in feeling like the dads sometimes, right? So it's nice to sit down and not feel like in the room sort of thing. So
awesome. We all have a little bit of the salt and pepper in the beard, but that's okay because we love this children's game too, right?
Yes.
So, any upcoming projects you want to spoil?
Well, we're actually got a contest. Our first ever contest starting very soon. I'm not sure when this is going to air, but I think March 21st.
Yeah, late March, early April.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be a contest that you can basically enter to win a gift card for a place, or a gift card-like thing. Yeah,
we got, we won't name the sponsor just yet because we just want to make sure everything's finalized. We did get a sponsor for it, which is great.
Excellent.
The idea behind it is Travis and I are going to be creating pauper decks and then battling out, and we're going to keep the deck under a certain budget.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like our challenge, and then we're going to want people to sort of like suggest cards that we could play with. Basically, any sort of comment they have that can either help us or motivate us, sort of thing like that. And that's all they'll have to do to enter.
Yeah.
But the idea behind it is that they will be able to win a gift certificate that can then pay for either one of the decks we create, or they can create their own deck. So whatever the gift certificate is, it's going to be the same amount that we're sort of like challenging ourselves to create a pauper deck under that dollar amount. So
awesome! What a great idea! That's awesome.
So yeah, we'll do a deck tech for each of the ones we create, and then they'll lead right into a mana kit series. So
yeah.
It should be really exciting.
So that's the big thing that's coming up, and we're going to try to do one thing we've missed out on before is doing coverage on new set releases.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I've been lost in Standard. I don't think I'm the only one lately. It's been moving so fast, and I think we did a pseudo podcast a little while ago where we talked about that, and I'm hoping with Amonkhet to get back into it. And I mean, I still know what Standard is. I'm aware of the cards in there and the archetypes and everything, but I just don't feel like I'm as on the ball, because especially we switched to a heavier pauper focus. So I'm hoping they really get back in Standard. So I'm hoping to do more videos leading up to Amonkhet about cards coming out, spoilers, that kind of thing. So
yeah, and the last thing is pretty much that I can think of that we're going to be doing for the channel is we're going to be trying to do a podcast every single week, where we've done sort of a couple episodes like that. But we're going to try to do one every single Monday release at talking about the week of Magic previous. So
awesome, guys. You sound very busy.
Yeah. It helps that there's three of us. Like we spread it all out.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's great about working with three people.
Quick congratulations on this show. It's actually a great idea.
Thank
I'm
you.
not just saying that for the sake of our own vanity, but I've watched them. It's very interesting. It's good to get to know some of the other YouTubers out there, especially in the Magic community. So
yeah, any show that will have us on is a great idea.
Awesome. Anytime, guys. Anytime you are invited back. I wanted to see kind of like behind the cards type of show, and this is the Tonight Show. This is your Tonight Show of the Magic the Gathering community, guys. So at least that's what I'm going for. But guys, thank you so much, Ed, Steve, Travis from BrainPulpTV. Thank you so much for joining me tonight on the Hive Mind.
Thank you guys very much for having us. Thank you for having us.
And where can we find you?
YouTube mostly.
Yeah, we do have a website, BrainPulpTV, but we don't update it often right now. We're going to try to get back into that, but on YouTube, I'm sure there'll be a link posted.
Yeah, MTG Amino.
Absolutely.
We've been having lots of fun there.
And then also at BrainPulpTV on Twitter.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, guys. You could find me at the They Said We Said YouTube channel. You could find me at They Said We Said on Instagram and the Facebook group They Said We Said on Facebook. So, guys, for BrainPulp TV, Ed, Steve, and Travis, my name is John the Orzov Dunn, and I'll see you in the multiverse.